Okay, here we are live. So we're going to do the same as ever, Nazia. We're going to do some idioms and then a story and maybe a couple of questions. So good evening, Baptista. Nice to see you. So is Manjira here yet? Yeah, perfect timing, Count Beauty. I've been online about 10 seconds, some total. Yeah. Okay, so yay, we've started. Well, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all looking after yourselves. I hope you're all going to have a really good Christmas as well. So, good evening, Hassie, and here we go. Where's the house? In northwest Spain, in the middle of nowhere. Good evening, Cheyenne. Good evening, Danielle. And Alexei, good evening. Manjira, yes, you're there. Okay, so Manjira asked me a question about two phrases. One was pas devant, and the other one was double entendre. So I don't know if you know these two phrases, but this one, pas devant, this is actually short for pas devant les enfants. And this is actually French. It just means not in front of the children, yeah? So my friend was going to tell a dirty joke, and I said pas devant to him, not in front of the children. Okay, so good evening, Hilda, Ritwak, and who else? Sodnam, Mohammed, Roller Girl, and Jaime. So, okay, that's pas devant, and the other one is double entendre. Although you could say double entendre, like you might say it in French. A double entendre is when you say something that could be interpreted in two ways, and one of them is normal and the other one is like a dirty joke. I've actually got a video about that. Double entendres are quite difficult to make. You'll find good examples within the video itself. So good evening to Netra. Okay, so I think it's probably time for us to start and actually do some more work. So pas devant les enfants, not in front of the children. Try something else. And a double entendre, it's like a type of joke or a phrase that could be interpreted in two different ways. Well, I don't know how many vowels French has. Good evening, Haida. So, Orlando, you were asking me about these past simples. So, I walked to work. I walked to work. Can you hear that? There's an ever so slight D sound at the end of that walked. I liked it very much. Well, this one's different because the next word begins with an I. I liked it very much. I like the big one best. I like the big one best. Okay, you can just about hear it. Good evening, Nitu. Nice to see you. So there we are. Vitaly is now already in, and a good answer from Ricardo as well. Okay, so yes, I should do some work. Okay, you're trying to do something impossible. You're trying to square the circle. So you're trying to make a circle into a square, yeah, and that's the idea of it. So I don't know, the alchemists wanted to make gold out of lead, but I think they were trying to square the circle. Everyone wants to get rid of all these COVID regulations, but I think COVID's going to be with us for a long time. So maybe we're trying to square the circle to make something impossible real. Yeah, or maybe I want to buy a Rolls Royce. I'm definitely going to buy a Rolls Royce, but I haven't got enough money. I'm trying to square the circle. Yeah, so to square the circle, to do the impossible. Yeah, and that's the idea of to square the circle. Actually, I should have written this in here, shouldn't I? So, capital letters, to square the circle. I like to write the answer. It is square, absolutely, Nazia. Yeah, to square, to adapt. Yeah, to adapt, you're trying to square the circle. So the next one, you need to deal with problems by being flexible. If things are difficult, square pegs in round holes. Absolutely, Vitalia. I think these two are talking about the same thing. Trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. You're trying to square the circle. So, hey, you need to. I was thinking about this. Go with the flow. I think go with the flow works. Can anybody think of another one? Yeah, to flex with the problem. That's pretty good, Orlando, but it's not the... Hey, Habby, well done, well done. That's the one I was looking for. You need to. So to go with the flow is to do the most... the most suitable thing. If life just gives you lemons, then make lemonade. That's going with the flow. Here, though, I was thinking about to roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. Yeah, you need to roll with the punches, cope with the difficulties. Yeah. So to roll is you go in the direction where you've been hit. Yeah, and to roll with the punches, well, you're being flexible, dealing with the situation. I think maybe I'm going to write you need to go with the flow as well. You need to go with the flow because it's talking about flexibility in situations as well. So it's a good one. But to roll with the punches, yeah. So I need to paste another one here. Yes, and this needs to come better, yes. Okay, yeah, go with the flow or roll with the punches. So the next one is about bureaucracy. Saeed, good evening, nice to see you. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, what about this next one? This next one's about bureaucracy. Yeah, what do we call bureaucracy in English? What's the phrase they use for it? Okay, Vitalia, Count Beauty, Anoop. You need to turn with the tide. I quite like that, Baptista. It's not a saying in its own right, but I think you need to turn with the tide. So we've got lots of right answers here. Anya, Nitu, Tanetra. Okay, so Victor Gabriel, this is one you need to learn because I'm sure Brazil is full of, as Javi puts it, red tape. Well done, Gertrudis and Mangira and Renyard. Good evening. Yeah, red tape, just red tape. Antonio as well. So red tape is known as bureaucracy. There are many countries that have loads and loads of red tape, and if you want anything done, you've got to deal with the red tape. The origin of this word red tape, or this phrase, is lawyers' briefs. The document that a lawyer has that explains a case is normally tied up with actually a pink ribbon, but they call red tape. Yeah, paperwork. And finally bureaucracy became known as red tape. So the next one's good. Back up your opinions with a financial commitment. Put your money, and Count Beauty and Vitalia are quick off the mark. Not in the wallet. Don't put your money in the wallet, but put your money here. Italy is all red tape. There's a lot of red tape in Spain. Well, there's a lot of red tape everywhere nowadays. Yeah, it's quite difficult to deal with. Well done, Javi. Yes, and absolutely. Vitalie. Yeah? So, Victor Gabriel, remember it, red tape, because there's loads of red tape in Brazil, I'm sure. So, good evening, Emmy. Nice to see you. Thank you for all the the things you've been doing for my videos in various places. So head through this exactly, and Hassie, and not on the table, but it would work. We say put your money where your mouth is. Okay. Yeah. Your pockets are shallow as it is, Burgerham. Okay, put your money where your mouth is. So what this is saying is that you should get skin in the game. Yeah, you put some money down. Yeah. If you're certain this is going to happen, then maybe go to the bookmaker and take a bet on it. Okay, good evening, Double A. Yeah, that's it, Alexei. Put your money where your mouth is. Actually, have stake some money and see what happens. Yeah, because if you're so certain that it's going to happen, then put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, get some skin in the game, as they say. So where your mouth is, Tanetra. Where your mouth is, Nazia. Okay, shallow, Hilda, is the opposite of deep. So the water in the ocean is very deep, but in a river it may be shallow. That's it, Emin. Good. You're going to talk the talk and walk the walk. Exactly. That's the idea of put your money where your mouth is. I know you've got shallow pockets, which means you've got no money in this case. So, Count Beauty's listening, Vitaly is listening. Yeah, he's having little depth, exactly. Pie in the fridge, I love it, Victor Gabriel. This is building air castles. Yeah, a pipe dream. Maybe even a folly. Yes, that's it. So, Anoop and Cheyenne and Hubby and Nitu and Emin. Absolutely. With the structure not only but also. It's possible to use a double negative with not only but also, but you might try and find another way of avoiding it. So, pie in the sky. Yeah, pie in the sky. Heh. Okay, pigs might fly is better. When the cows come home. When the cows come home means never. It's never going to happen. When pigs fly, yeah, yes, you can achieve it when pigs fly. I guess that would work as well. And a wild goose chase. Okay, yeah, a wild goose chase is similar. Being sent to do a task that you can't achieve, but very often you can send somebody on a wild goose chase as a trick, as some sort of initiation ceremony. So, wow, Mayoko, 3 a.m. That's keen of you. Okay, so let's see. Unrestricted, without rules, no holds. What comes next? Good evening, Lavinia, no problem. And Vitalia's in there like a bolt of lightning. So, good evening, Lavinia, nice to see you. So, unrestricted, without rules, no holds. This is to do with maybe wrestling. This means all moves are possible or are legal. So, Habi, good. Yes, and Anoop as well. And Manjira. Well done, Victor Gabriel. Yeah. So, no holds. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing that's illegal. Good AA. And head through this. Yeah. So, not no strings attached. No strings attached means no obligation. So this is a present for you. No strings attached. You don't have to do anything in return for it. But the problem is, with no strings attached, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Everything has has obligations. So not allowed, Baptista. No holds barred, as Nazia has just said as well. So to bar is to prohibit. So movements are prohibited. Yeah. The fight is no holds barred. You can do anything you want. Yeah. No holds barred. Yeah. You're completely unrestricted. So barred, exactly. No holds barred. Okay, the next one talks about taking advantage of an opportunity at the right time. Yeah, and there are two possibilities I've put here. So take advantage of an opportunity at the right time. The first one I like quite a lot. The second one's probably more common. Exactly, Lavinia. No holds barred. Nothing is restricted. Yeah, there's there's no restrictions. So we've got lots of answers here. That's good, Cheyenne. That's good, Anoop. AA, that's good as well. And Vitalia, that's good. And Javi, that's right as well. And Nitu, Tanetra, and Abud. Hey, and Tanetra for the other one. And Antonio, that's good. And Vitalia, that's good. So my favourite is one of these is make hay while the sun shines. So hay is the food that you give to animals. It's dry grass stalks. Yeah, make hay while the sun shines. Yeah, so the situation is appropriate to make hay because the sun is shining, or strike while the iron is hot, because the iron will cool down, and then you won't have the opportunity. Yeah. While the rod, I would say while the iron is hot, Mayoko. Yeah. Some of you are striking while the iron's hot. Yeah, that's good. So while the iron is hot is used by Indians as well, exactly in the same manner. And then make hay while the sun shines. Take the opportunity to do it. Okay, let's have, I think this is an easy one. So, what does TLC stand for? What does TLC stand for? Yeah? We all need a bit of TLC from time to time. No, that's not no reason to be sorry, Mayoko. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. Yeah, so... cash in on something. That's good. I like that, Vitalia. That's a really good one. So, TLC. What does TLC stand for? But what is TLC? What is it, Victor Gabriel? Each of these is a word. It's an acronym. Yeah? We all need some TLC from time to time. Okay, we're now starting to get some answers. Good. So well done, Javi. Telephone line company. I love it. Victor Gabriel. So that's it, Vitalia. Good guess, Orlando, but no. Okay. And Nitu, that's very good as well. Yeah, tender loving care, Nazia. So it stands for tender loving care. Tender loving care. This means we all need somebody to look after us. Yeah, TLC. A bit of TLC is always very nice. Yeah, care, Mayoko, care. Yeah, we all need some tender loving care. So many. But Anya, don't get depressed. I think your English is pretty good, but I ask difficult questions. I don't unfortunately make things very, very easy. Okay, so let's go on and let's move to the story. I think the story is quite easy today. The story today is about the boar, the fox, and his tusks. Sorry, the fox, the boar, and his tusks. Yeah? So a boar, a wild boar. This is a wild pig. Yeah? A wild pig, it can be a very dangerous animal. Yeah? And it normally has great big tusks. It's got really big front teeth. These two front teeth come out. So a tusk like an elephant or something like that. Oh, absolutely, Habit. You've got to use TLC when you cook. You can taste the love in the food. Okay, an easy story, Lavinia. Yeah. So, rap isn't music. I don't know. I think maybe it is, but it's music of the voice. So, the fox, the boar, and his tusks. Tusks, these big teeth that a wild pig has. And the questions are, what was the boar doing and why? And what moral would you give the story? A boar is a swine. Well, it's a type of wild pig. You can use the word swine to talk about a pig, but normally, Lavinia, a swine is a domesticated one, and these are wild. Yeah. You hope you never come across one. They live round here. A vampire has tusks, I would guess it. So he's certainly got sharp teeth. So listen to the story.